Alright, and we're back. There we are. Did not mean to hit that. Alright. Those are growing. These are growing. We've got some trees over here. Let's go ahead and pop all of these up. If you notice in the background there in the distance, there's a slime island. Always nice to have those nearby. And, if I remember right, I've got another one over there. Bonus. Alright. So I've got my 2 there in case I get eggs. My first egg, of course, goes to the chicken catcher. Let's go ahead and make some more sticks. There's one. There we are. Alright. Here's the last one there. Alright. So now, let's see what all we have over there. We have our first 2 planted. Now we're gonna need, let's see where I've got it. Alright. Dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. And put our chicken hammer there. Chicken stick. 4, 5, 6. Drop those in there because we need some glass. Now, here we are. I don't know why I was thinking those. Alright. That's cooking. So now we're going to make another crate. Now we need 4 chests. We'll use the logs for that. And there we are. There's our small storage crate. Actually, just so we're not jumping up and down over there constantly, which can until the soil, we're going to go ahead and put this little ring here on it. Now, pull our pick down. Let's go ahead and get rid of these extras. Alright, there we go. Now, we'll just have that one floating right there. Flight is faster, doesn't cost anything extra. At least not that I've noticed. Even if it did, it's faster. Alright. Here we are. There's our glass. All of that just to make some glass planes. We're going to make the seed analyzer. This is what is going to let us know that our crops are leveling up. And we're just going to drop that right on top there. Alright, now, single crop sticks will clone. Alright, so we got that one there. What we're going to do, put a crop stick there, plant you. Same thing here, crop stick, plant. And now we're going to grow them to adulthood. Now, holding shift, double crop sticks on each. Now as you can see, I'm just breaking it. That was impressive. Alright, let's go ahead and put both of those up there just so they're out of the way. It's not the best way, it's the fastest. I still get my crop sticks back, or my one stick back when you grow a weed or any plant. It destroys that second crop stick. As I said, weeds are all too common constantly. Now it's a waiting game. So we're actually going to move these just a little bit. I should have left that one there. That one there, that one there. We're going to do the same thing over here. And here, we'll go ahead and drop those. And now, grow those all back to adulthood. Mature, 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 mature. Alright, you can see my pumpkin has grown. Spacing them out had the desired effect. Sometimes they just get confused. They try to read from too many potential parents. Alright. So let's look at our wheat, see if we got an improvement. Even when trying to improve, it will occasionally just clone, like that. Now let's look at our pumpkins. Alright, so for that, just drop those seeds in there. Pumpkins, however, we did get an improvement. So we're going to actually leave that right there for right now. Go here, drop our seeds and our pumpkins there, and take this new seed, and right there, and just plant that. And we'll drop 2 crop sticks over there. And we'll go back to increasing growth speed. This one we're just trying to clone. Alright, so we got that cloned. So now I'll set it on a diagonal, just like that. Drop our pumpkin in there. Alright. We need daytime. We need light. So, daytime. And we're back. Those are a 2, 2, 1. So that'll be analyzed. Pumpkins can go in there. We don't want to move them until we know we don't have a clone. Otherwise we got to regrow them again. Let's go ahead and move you over. Alright. This is a 3, 2, 2. So that's a definite improvement. Let's go in there. Let's go ahead and take this seed. We'll make that a little bit easier on ourselves. Alright, now we'll go ahead and clone that. Plant him there so we can have adult parent. We're going to pop those up and drop another set. Alright. And we wait. It's 2, 2, 2. These we had never identified. We know they're 1, 1, 1, but we want them identified so they'll actually stack. There it is. Alright, so that's 3, 2, excuse me, 3, 2, 2 right there. Let's go ahead and get this cloning. Drop that weight in there. There we are. We've got our clone. As you can see, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. It's already identified. That's how we know it's a clone. And drop that. Now we check. This is 3, 3, 3. And those are 3, 2, 2. So that's an improvement. And we sit here and we squat. These are at 333. Go through and pick everything up. Alright. Three, 4. That's another improvement. A lot of times it's wheat that's easier. This time apparently it's pumpkins. Mature and mature. Alright. We pick everything up and get back to our little spot and squat between them. I'm going to try and be able to see both. Apparently we work up a sweat over here twerking for these plants. We got steam coming off of us. Alright, back to where we can see them both. Squat back down. That's 333. It's another definite improvement over here. Alright. That sound effect gets me every time. Spend your days in Minecraft. Crap in your pants. The added benefit here, by breaking the crop sticks and planting both of them back every single time, is you don't get rake happy and accidentally destroy what would have been an improvement. You have a trash can as part of your inventory screen. So that makes it easy to get rid of the potential stacks of weed seeds that you're going to end up with. As you can see here. Alright. Put those pumpkin seeds in there. It's 444. It's another improvement. Now, AgriCraft can go up to 10-10-10. However, by default and on the server, it craps out at 555, which realistically is all you need. Windy. Alright. There we are. And those are both mature, so drop our crop sticks again. go ahead and move through, pick everything up. Alright. Let's see what we got. 433. It's another improvement. Drop those in there. Take that seed out. Pick that up. We don't want to lose any of those. And squat. Single crop stick to clone that. Alright, now set you at your little offset. Let's go ahead and take those out. It's almost 10:30. Fortunately, there we are. Now we can sleep and make it daytime again. There we are. Now, let's jet back over here real quick. Let's make some more crop sticks. We're probably going to end up using all of these and then some. Alright. The reason we check for improvements before we uproot the parent plants is that, especially as you approach the last little crossbreed. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and see. Nope. I don't know if you're paying attention, but I've got some new animals out here. I want to check out what we got. Looks like 3 pigs and a pony. There we are. Like I said, we want to try and keep this island as free of extras as we can. Alright. We need chickens. Lots and lots of chickens. That can go in there. We're up to 7 poop. There's our chicken manure. Alright, now let's keep 1 weed seed right there, just so that's where they automatically go. Drop those saplings in there. Log, planks. Alright. Now, jet back over here and drop another pair of crop sticks. Go through and pick up everything. There we are. Alright. Apparently we really had to go. We went twice. Alright. Let's see what we got there. And we got a pumpkin. 534, that's a definite improvement. Now, we know that 2 is the one we were working on. So drop that there and put the seeds in, let them grow. Those are 545, that's another improvement. Get all this up. And let's make them grow. Here we go. And again, squat down. Those are mature, and those are mature. Let's drop our crop sticks. And you can hear it in the background there. Every time one pops into existence, that nice little thump as they knock that top crop stick off and out of existence. Once you've been doing this for a while, every time it gets your hopes up and every time it dashes them. Alright, it's about time to go make more sticks. Alright. That's it for you. Let's see if we can get one here. Nope. Last chance. And then we're actually out of crop sticks, and we need to go get more sticks. We have one. It's enough to clone, not enough to actually do anything we need with. A little bit too close that time. You'll notice I didn't connect it, therefore I didn't get the wood. These explosions will destroy their own logs. And I got no saplings. Fortunately, I do have a couple. There we are. Let's get this thing to grow real quick. There we are. Right on the edge there. Just able to reach that one. That should give us 64 sticks, which will give us 64 crop sticks. Alright. Come back over here because we're almost done with the actual leveling up. Pumpkins need one more. Let's see where that puts us. Five, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. See, that's what we already have. All it did was clone itself. So we put that on in there and drop another set of crop sticks. Let's try this again. That's 5, 4, 4. Right. So the wheat and that can go in there. We'll move that up. We're going to go ahead and hold on to it for now. There's our seeds here. Right. 5, 4, 4, and that's a 5, 4, 5. Our wheat's almost catching up. Alright, now drop single crop sticks there. Pop open our quest book. Just because, apparently. Alright. We can see the time is now 10:20. Can't yet sleep. Can only sleep at night, right? Well, 10:30 sunset, it'll still let you sleep. We got very lucky with that. Otherwise, y'all were about to get your first view of acid rain. And understand why I don't mind my health or food bar getting that low, at least this early. It's going to take us a little bit to get to the hunting dimension, which is the only place that will really matter. And the hunting dimension, fortunately, does not have acid rain. So until then, eat sparingly. Spice of Life is enabled, but you can eat, I believe it's 6 times before it starts seeking its revenge on you and forcing you to have a multiple varied diet. Gone are the days of eating nothing but cooked apples. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Our pumpkin started off in the lead, but it was wheat who finished the race. Alright, so what we're going to do is I like my wheat on the back side because it's going to be the majority of my farm. Alright. What we're going to do here is we're going to move these. There we are. There we are there. Let's go ahead and move our hand rake over. Alright, now before that right there drives me nuts, we're going to run over here and we're going to grab that trapdoor, we're going to grab these torches, and we're going to grab this stack of wooden planks. Alright. So right here, we'll drop that just for a moment to put that trapdoor in place. There we go. Alright, so if I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, come back to my Matic, go over here and land. We're going to go to our torches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Horses again. Oh, but this time it looks like we got some chickens. Real chickens. Which means we'll be getting eggs soon. That is good news indeed. We're going to need quite a few eggs, actually. Now we've got another full stack of seeds. We can dump those up there. The flint can go in there. That can go in there. That can go in there. And then we'll drop our log over here. And we'll move back to our farm. Weed, weed. Right. Looks like all wheat all the way around, right? Now let's focus on just this side real quick. Round it off. Ooh, you're not fully grown yet. There we go. Alright, now, next row. Get rid of those weeds. There we are. Crapping in our pants again. Alright. More weeds. Stop. I didn't say stop growing everything, just weeds. There we go. Now we'll do this row of 4. Now from here, as you can tell, we need more sticks. Break out the Matic, run over here to this tree. Here's one. There's 2. There's 3. 4. Alright, you apparently have 5 logs in you. That's easy enough. And 5. Alright, now, because, well, you don't want to eat needlessly, you don't want to starve to death. Raw beef, raw chicken, raw mutton, or pork chop. Might need some fuel over there, huh? Let's give it something to burn. Here's our apple. Alright. So we know the chicken and the mutton only gives us 3. The pork chop gives us 4 hunger, 6.5 saturation. 4 hunger, 6.5 saturation. 4 hunger, 6 saturation. So we know the pork chop and the steak are best. Here's our pork chop, and there's our raw beef. So we'll put our pork chops over on that side and our raw beef right there. Here's 40 more crop sticks. Look at that. Eating any food 5 more times. Right? Alright. So now we have that. Got some more crop sticks. So 1, 2, 3. That row right there. Let's see what we get here. There we are. Make sure you grow up nice and big. 1, 2, 3, 4. Weeds, weeds. There we are. That was impressive. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pop that, and we're going to see what else is populated out here. Looks like we got some new visitors. Look at all those chickens. Look at that. We also got an egg, didn't we? No. So what we're going to do is we're going to run over here. We're going to grab our stick and our feather. And let's see if I can remember. Feather, stick, and then an egg up top gives us a chicken catcher. Put our flint in there. Chicken manure in there. Now let's go out to our island with this chicken catcher. Alright. I want to leave one of the regular chickens out here. Now I've got a pair of flint chickens, so I'm going to go ahead and pick them up too. Alright, now what I'm going to do when I come over here, now 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Because what are we building but a crate? Alright, so 1, 2. So each stage of it uses 4 planks. There's our casing. And there's our storage crate. Why am I going for a storage crate? Well, that's what I'm going to keep my chickens in. We haven't even built the chicken platform yet. But that's easy, because that big open space right there, that's where they're going to go in the end. We're going to put a nice big barn out there. Look at this. Cow, cow. There's a donkey. There's another egg. Now we've got this damn horse. And he just dived off the edge. Oh well. It's our pork chop. That's more pork chops. And we'll put the leather in there. And we'll go right back to our little area. Because now with our torches lighting it up, Jabba may be tired. Oh, there we go. Just an autosave. Let's see what we get here. We're at. This will hopefully actually be, yes. That's our final pumpkin. Now, we're going to end up having to make more crop sticks. We're not going to have a choice. Alright, now I only actually do 2 rows of pumpkins. Pumpkins are seeds. They're not quite as important as the wheat will be. Pumpkins, 1 pumpkin will make 4 seeds. Each crossbreeding requires only 2. And with the whole little torque ability, you can grow them very quickly. Wheat, on the other hand, makes hay bales, which you need for pretty much everything, from actually making the breeders to making the nests to hatch eggs. I don't know about the rest of you, but throwing my eggs on the ground that I work hard for in the hopes of getting a chicken is a lot less appealing than putting an egg in a nest and getting a guaranteed chicken. Alright, So my light does not quite reach far enough out. What we're gonna do, now that we know it doesn't actually reach the corners, I should have 4 torches left. I have 8. Alright, so I had at least 4 at least. What we're gonna do, we're gonna come out here. I should probably get full blocks for this, right? Alright, let's see. There we are. Just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, mobile light sources are a thing, if you noticed. Okay, so we can do it like that. Didn't want to float like a lot of other blocks will, so I wasn't quite sure. It's been a while since I've had to do this. Alright, now this plant is fertile and can grow. Look at that. We just had to give it some more light. Now let's get this one in. We know that one's mature, that one's mature. Whoa. There we are. Let's pop that top one off. There we go. Now, look at that. It's a weed. That's a weed. That's a weed. Alright, this one down here on the end, you're a weed. Weed. Alright, so now we just need you to grow. Drop that crop stick right there. That's how we get around our little water pit in the middle. Alright, now before I go make my last few crop sticks, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this last row off. And I'm just going to run right down this little piece right here. Instead of trying to clone it, because that will happen, I'm going to manually plant my wheat there. I was actually expecting one of them to turn into a weed, not grow a pumpkin. Because they're planted manually, no trash. No weeds, no none of that. Alright. We should be done with weeds for quite some time. Now we need a few more sticks. Two, 3, and 4. All right. That's 4, 8, 12. We only need 9, but we make them in batches of 4, right? So here we go. Now we come over here to this back row back here. Free wheat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go to our rake. And we just kind of move down and try and make sure weeds don't take over in here. Right. And it looks like we're good. Okay. So now, I'm going to put our wooden hoe in there. Now I'll show you why I like these 555 crops so much. Alright, it's one gathering, 54 pumpkins, almost 3.5 stacks of seeds. Just go through and pretty much mow the lawn. Right clicking allows us to basically soft harvest, which is one of the better things of AgriCraft. I love soft harvesting. I love not having to replant. And I love the fact that later on, once I get a farmer up, the farmer can do both soft and hard harvest depending on how it's planted. Alright, so we're going to take our wheat here, right? We're going to go over to our crafting table. We're going to just drop those in like that, balance it, and then make hay bales. Now, these hay bales, I completely forgot. What we're going to do is we're going to 2, 2, 2. That gives us 2 nests. Alright, and this is a nice little lane right here. I'm going to end up making a little fenced patch back here. But for right now, that works. Let's take 16 of those. 4, 8, 12. I already have 4 in my inventory. That gives us some reinforced stone. The reason I like reinforced stone, that gives us a gate, right? 2, 1, 2. It's 3 total gates. Why do I do that? Right, so one gate is going to go down here. Let's see. We're going to put one gate there. We're going to need a few more fences. We're going to need quite a few more fences if we're doing it that way. Alright, so let's take 16 more. 4, 8, 12, 16. Alright. Let's go ahead and make 2 more nests. 2, 2, 2. Okay. And let's make our little baby pen back here nice and balanced. Yes, I can fly over, I get that. Not a fan of how that happens, but whatever. Now we're going to come out here. And look at that, more sand chickens. So I've got 3 sand chickens now. I've got my one log chicken, and I have flint chickens. I also have at least 2 eggs. So those nests we made, remember this 2 bone white we made earlier? There's our eggs. There's our bone white. That gives us our 2 bone white chicken eggs, right? So we're going to take these and we're going to run back here into our little baby pen. We're going to pop them in nests. We're going to come over here and we're going to kidnap this log chicken. We've only got the one. We don't want to lose them. Now we only need 1 regular chicken running around out here. We need eggs, but soon enough they won't be as big of a deal. They'll be easier to come by. There we are. Now if we come back here and check these out, we can see it's not the longest process. Let's pick that up first, huh? Alright. There's a log. There's one. Now we need to just be able to target that, right? There we are. So we'll take this, we'll come over here, those. Honestly, the food can go in there. The poop we know goes in there. There's our planks. There's our sticks. And right here we'll drop those. Eventually this is going to need to become a crate, because we very quickly are running out of space. Alright. So we come right here, 2, 2, 2. There's 6. There's these 2, so we'll take 2. That'll stay in the crafting station. We'll grab these 4 here, go back into our crafting station. And 6. There we are. Fencing in our little 4, 5, 6 spawn area out here becomes rather important, especially as we're going to start adding pieces in. Alright, so now we need to start breeding. Chicken breeders, so we need hay bales, seeds, and planks. Oh, wrong one. I don't even know what I was thinking. All of those. Nothing but seeds. Right? So we're going to come... Alright. There's 6 of them right there. And we're going to want these right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are we going to start with? We're going to check the uses on the log chicken. Log and flint are going to make coal, right? Well, the other benefit of that is odds are I will get some regular log chickens and some regular flint chickens as well. Now, we want to save our wheat seeds because that's obviously what we need to make the breeders, right? So we'll take this stack right here. Notice it is not fast. Even at the absolute base level of chickens, they are not fast. So, it becomes a waiting game. The benefit is, they will produce, when they clone, they will produce one at the exact level they are. As these are the base level, they will produce more base level chickens, which can then be added into each side up to a maximum stack of 16. Let's see. Just over, what's that, 7 minutes? Alright, these are about halfway. Alright, so let's come over here. We need wood now. Actual wood. We should be good on dirt for a bit, fortunately. I know that's exceedingly tiring, but now we want to start filling in that right side over there, next to our spawning platform, so we can make use, or make space, for where we're going to put our barn. If you remember from my first video, I said wood, wood, and more wood. This is what I meant. Your world is wood. That log chicken will drastically make things so much easier very quickly, as will those bonsais once we turn them into hopping bonsais. Combine them with a hopper, put a container under them, and it spits it out into that container. Unfortunately for that, we need iron, which is why we haven't done it yet. Alright, let's see, is there a way out? Yes, there is, right through there. We're going to run over here. We're going to grab us 1 cobblestone right there. We're going to go repair. Why did I come all the way? There it is. Here's our medic. Alright. And I believe we came out right over here. Yes, there it is. So we work right back to the inside. And we're just going to keep working our way down like we have been. Take the main trunk out. Fortunately, with the mattock, unlike with the sledgehammer, we don't have to worry about crushing our dirt into sand. We'll just worry about picking up the dirt block. Not as much of an issue as we can just drop it right back down. Alright, here's a nice little place to stand. Let's go ahead and take those two out. Alright. Now, let's move that just to make things a bit easier. And let's go ahead and punch our way in. Here we are. Look at that. Alright. So we're going to swap to there. Oh, look at that. Let's see. There it is. Let's come up here and start up here real quick. The sole benefit to those crazy trees is the extra wood. Yes, I realize a lot of the community calls them mega trees, but having accidentally experienced a mega rubber tree, nope, these are just crazy trees. Lost an entire world to one of those, playing Agrarian Skies, trying to grow one of every type of tree. Got my hands on one of those rubber trees, and, well, everything else disappeared. The world became just one giant tree. So, crazy trees. You can't change my mind. There we are. That's all cleared. There's some apples, some chicken manure. Let's put the logs in there, that in there, sticks in there, those sticks in there. Now we'll come over here and we'll check on our chickens. Hasn't even finished the first round. Now, what we need to be able to make proper use of the regular chickens is paper. Unfortunately, as you can see, crafting paper requires a metal water bucket. It will not work with the clay one. Feathery pulp from hatchery. It's going to be a little while. There's your feathery pulp again. Morbs. I really don't think you're going to be capturing any of those. And it's going to be a good while before we get to the Twilight Forest. Our earliest and best source will be this. To do that, though, we need emeralds. Gotta be able to buy them. Right, so let's check on our little sand chickens out here. Of course, they're still babies. How much time do you have left is the real question. 5 minutes. So earlier it was 12 minutes, not 7. I just wasn't thinking of it. Alright. Now we check you again. Alright, we'll go ahead and wait for this guy to finish here, see what he pops out. Hopefully he pops out another log chicken. That's what we want. That is all we want, is one more log chicken. We need at least 2 to be able to breed them together and start leveling them up. Yes, it's slow, but that's a coal chicken. I mean, we do need them, but still. So we'll take this guy. So that's going to be flint, that's going to be log. We can make this one coal. And we'll take these. We only put 2 in there. When we're leveling them up, that's all we want. That way, because you only get so many improvements at each different level based on the parent chickens. So if you do 2, it'll pop out 1 chicken with an improvement, and you can come remove the lowest stat chicken, pop in the next best stat chicken, and 2 more seeds, go to the next level. Through experimentation, we found that that cuts down waste significantly. And overall is just worth it in the end. Alright, so our middle one grew up. So there's that. So now we need this row here. And we've already got 1 wild crazy tree. Alright. Look at the pretty green sparkles. Alright. Go ahead and drop that egg in there. Alright, one thing I do want to do, I'm going to take 2 of these cactuses, and I'm going to cook them. So let's check. Alright, that's everything that's visible from this hole, and apparently we dropped right in on the trunk. So we'll go ahead and take it out first. And 1 more level. I have learned something new, just passively. Apparently, the animals now prefer to spawn at night, whereas before it seemed like daytime was the best to get them to spawn, primarily the chickens. By letting it go through nighttime, I'm getting a lot more than I normally would. Seems to be very helpful. I haven't tested on this server. Last I checked, the server is currently down, but our amazing host is unfortunately without power at the time. Life happens. But once I have a chance, I will, in my private gaming time, test that theory out on the server, if at all possible. If everyone else doesn't keep making it day. Because as you noticed, when it started raining earlier, right as I got into bed, when it became morning, it was no longer raining. That happens. That is why sleep is such a thing. It kills off that horrible bad weather that likes to kill us. I'm sure I'll eventually experience it, and I won't go through and get rid of it. See? We got this water here, right? Alright. So. What is in there? Right. There's 6, 7, and 8. Right, they're up to 73%. These 4 right here, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Cactus green. No. Why do we do it? This. Nighttime, I'm still growing trees. It's all about those light levels. Alright, let's get this little guy over here to grow. There we are. Alright. Oh, no. Maybe, maybe not. Let's grab a cobblestone real quick. There's our mattock and some cobblestone to fix it. Alright. Look at that. Right in on the trunk. I'm sure a lot of people are a lot more practiced and a lot better at this than I am. My method works for me. And realistically, that's all that matters. And if streaming this can help a couple people who are just starting out, skip through my video, see what they need to see, and implement it, then it's worth it. Let's go and drop those hay bales in there for right now. Alright, doesn't look like anything's popped up out there yet. So we'll come over here. We got another cold chicken. That's annoying. But we can start bringing them. I wish I had books. I could make log chickens. Alright, there's a sand chicken. There's a sand chicken. And there's a sand chicken. Alright, the sand chicken does not breed with the log chicken. So guess who's getting swapped out? The flint chicken. Bye bye flint chicken. Let's put the sand chicken in there. And we'll put the flint chicken in there. Now the coal chicken produces tiny coal, which is absolutely useless except for burning stuff. It has a burn time of, it will smelt a single item. Alright. It's 8 minutes if my math is right. Alright, so we're going to take this corner piece out because the water won't flow through there. What we're going to do is in each of these, just like before, real quick, little too quick, break in place. And each time it's just gonna, so we go from 1 to 2, back to 1. That one doesn't matter right now. Let's make sure I have room to actually place this time. There we are. Now. There's that, and that. There. Ta-da! Come over here, pop the dirt in. There's our chicken manure. So now we're going to come out here. Pop. Now. And we're just going to break all of this. So the cactus gave us our green dye. This will at the least give us red and yellow. Alright. Now we need more crates. Let's do 2 of them. It's 1 and 2. Because it's 2 storage crates, right? Seeds and flowers. Seed, seed, seed. Those are seeds. Those are seeds. That's a seed. Chorus fruits. Put the sugar cane, the melons. Let's go and put the apples. And those. All of that. In that crate. Now, seeds, seeds, and fruit. Yes, I missed the cactus. Alright, wheat goes in a whole different chest, doesn't it? Alright, there's a cooked apple. Let's go and make this one just food items. So there we got some meat in there too. There's an egg. The egg can stay there for now. Now, you, and you can go in there. Alright. These are my regular sticks. They can now be crafted with. It's no longer a huge deal. Here we have saplings. Poop. Alright. Let's look out here. Look at that. It's nice and empty again. Believe it or not, I kind of like it that way. Let's take that. That does not belong there. That belongs over in this one. Alright. Ooh. So what we're going to come over here and do we're going to make a roost. This is what your chickens go inside to actually produce. And yes, I realize these guys here are going to be slow. Difference is, I don't need a lot. Now, Fowl Factory, Bone White Chicken completed this. It gives me another free breeder. Alright. Those we have to travel to the Nether for. Might be a little bit. That's the Smart Chicken. He's the one who gives us eggs. We hit a chicken with a book. Chicken-o-sto. Hit a chicken with a cake, get a chicken-o-sto. Do it twice and bring. Hit this guy with a grass block, a regular chicken with a grass block, and it becomes a beep boop, or boop beep. They produce grass blocks. Dirt becomes solved. Here's why we made the cactus green. That's the yellow and red. For ink black, we'll need squids, most likely. They're the easiest way to get it. And lapis blue, we have to go to the hunting dimension and mine it. We need lapis. I don't care about this guy. I really don't. I don't know what I'd do with that many banners. But we'll pop that over here. Alright, so those stack up, right? Now we have a 2, 3, 2. Unlike our crops, these guys will go all the way to 10, 10, 10. There's a second log chicken. Right? It's got him breeding. And there's my sand chicken. So now we have sand, coal, flint, and log. Bone white will once I get 7. We need that crucible still. So rather than trying to breed him up and wait all that time, I'm just going to go ahead and pop out my crucible. Takes a little bit longer, but it's not really a big deal. It's faster in the short term. It means it'll take me a little bit longer to level him up, but I'm not really concerned with that. Alright. I'm concerned with being able to progress right now. And that is what's stopping me. Looks like we have some animals out there again. I wonder who decided to show up. One thing we're going to do, we're going to grab all these chickens, right? Maybe there wasn't anything out here. But here we go. I don't have books yet. I need eggs. So I dropped my chickens off. And hey, egg production becomes a thing. See? Fortunately, I don't even have to hold shift. They just automatically tell me where the progress is. Alright, now let's see how much wood I've got. There's a stack, there's a stack. Alright, let's make some planks. We know we're going 3 chunks with this. It's 2. And that's right at the border of the 3rd. So now we'll come back this way. I should back right up into it. Right there. Yes. Too shy of 2/3, or excuse me, too shy of 3/4 of a stack per row. Because I already have the outer boundaries there, it means it takes 46 blocks per row. As you can imagine, it makes quite the large barn. There's a lot of chickens, so you totally need that space there. I can hear those chickens just clucking over there. Alright, here we go. Back and forth. figure I'll probably get 3 rows out of this. Well, I don't think I'll quite finish the 3rd though. Nope, I'll be able to start on the 4th. And get exactly halfway. Alright. There we are. Starting to get that filled in. That means those little bastards are going to run over there. Because I don't have them pinned in yet. Because I don't have enough cobblestone yet. Alright. So those flint chickens, those there. Those there. Alright, now these base level ones. I always keep the base level babies. And we're going to come over here. And we're going to end up making ourselves another crate. Now this second crate here, this is going to be for the chickens we have maxed out. The 10-10-10s. We keep a, as my wife calls them, her breeding pair. That way we don't lose any production from anything we're breeding or anything we're making. But we don't get slowed down either. We can continually make continually crossbreed. And yes, there are some that have reached the end of their line, don't breed anywhere. We still have a breeding pair for them. Why? Because if anything ever happens to that pair we have, we don't want to have to breed them up all over again. Now, emergency happens, we keep the baby. It's kind of like a backup. Alright, so I'm going to come over here and take 2 pieces of clay, right? And I'm going to drop 1 of those clay balls in there and just keep 7. That way, once I get the needed amount of bone meal, oh, I have a tree. Or, I have porcelain clay. Why was I thinking about the tree? Oh, yeah, probably the one that isn't grown in the background. So I'm up to 3, right? 4 more. Then, he will come out of this little roost, drop probably into this breeder right here, and start making more chickens. Alright. We're actually going to relocate these just to kind of help us out over on this side. Alright, come on you. Back in there. Push. I don't feel like grabbing seeds and holding them and having a million chickens chase me around. Alright, so the first one of the colored chickens we're going to breed is going to be the red chicken. Because that goes into the redstone chicken and quite a few others that are just absolutely necessary. All of them are necessary, don't get me wrong. The red, I just give him a bit more priority. Now, we go here, dyed eggs. Make sure we get credit for your red chicken. I breed 2. Why do I do that? Breeding pairs. Normally, when me and my wife play together, we don't link our quest books, so we each get quest rewards, which means I make one, she makes one, and all of a sudden, we have a breeding pair. Works well that way. Alright, now let's come over here. 10. Let's do 12. Right. It's 12 reinforced stone. One, two, three. Gives me 18 fences. Almost. So we need 4 more stone, and that'll be enough to secure this from everything except that. I'll put 2 there, so they can't wander there, and then put 3 around this corner here to block that part off. And then 1 right there to make sure they can't walk down there. Now we know what we're doing. I'll also grab these 2 cactus green. 2 cactus green, 2 eggs, right? There's our cactus green egg. Make sure we get credit. Come over here and drop these guys in the nest. Now we're gonna run back over here. There's our chicken poo. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4, right? Right. There's our 6. So now let's run out here, pop them in place so we can protect our chickens a little bit better. Keep them from putting themselves in bad situations. And keep them confined to, for right now at least, to their own little pasture. Alright. So this egg plus this egg right here. Let's go over, check our flowers. We have 2 dandelions. So we're going to take those, dandelion yellow, and egg, makes a yellow chicken egg. And again, make sure you get credit. So we need the ink black, which will come from squids, and the lapis blue. So what I'm going to do now that we have that taken care of, at least for a bit, let's leave that in there. Now, that pulls up our chunk borders, right? I'm actually going to come out here. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Oops. 1 too far. y'all can't tell, this is going to be a royal pain in the butt. What we're going to actually do is right up here, we're going to take this, I know you can make one that's only 2 blocks, but hey, I want to be safe. Six, and right here. Why am I doing it like that? Because I want an interior dimension of 5 by 5. Right. That's 4 blocks deep. Actually, that's gonna bug me. I know myself too well. I can keep that there. Let's take this inner out. If I'm gonna do it 5 by 5, why not make it a perfect little cube and make it 5 blocks deep as well? I know, I'm odd. It's okay, I've come to terms with it. And you don't have to. Alright, so. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5. Alright, so each outer wall is 7 blocks total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, when I'm doing the other ones after placing it, it's of course just 6, because one's already placed. Just makes it easier to count like that, for me at least. Alright, we need more wood. So we are going to have to use that last little bit we prepared. But while we're grabbing that, we can go ahead and grab both of those also. Come over here. Alright. This is going to be our little fish pond for now. I'm not doing anything fancy with it, not worried about making it pretty. I'm just worried about making it. Alright, so we come down here. Down a little bit. Alright, now. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now come over here, take this one little mistake off. Right. Corners, right? Now, here's the fun part. I think it's the second corner that I fill that does it. No, it's the third. Watch. So now they're each flowing into the middle there. Then we put one in this corner right here, and it should fill the room. That's one level. We have to do that at each level. Seven buckets will create an infinite 5x5 water blocker. That's not what we want. So we'll go ahead and take that out. Drop back in. There we are. Let's put our bucket there. There we go. There's a bucket. There's a bucket. Well, let's just put you in our inventory for right now. I don't know why I've been making this hard on myself. I really don't. Alright, infinite right. There we go. You get so caught up in doing something a specific way, you miss little things like that. I got so caught up in the initial pain of doing that very first layer, I completely forgot that I had created an infinite water layer. Alright, so now we have a nice big infinite block. There we are. And now we come here. Alright, now hopefully, hope against hope, we'll get some squid out here. And before I leave, bring up those chunk borders and go ahead and do this wall right here. That's one. Ooh, too fast. There's two. Nope, not quite enough to finish it. And we put this second layer down here. Look at that. No drips. If we come over here to where we know it is, drips. Alright. Alright, here we are. Let's just leave one right there. There's our 7 porcelain clay. Alright, so chance cubes. I don't like them. I don't. I'll occasionally open them in like the hunting dimension. Far, far away from everyone and everything. Alright, so I'm going to need this torch, right? We're going to come over here. We're going to drop this torch right there. Here's our fired crucible, right? There we go. still need 32 soul sand. Alright, see that? It's a 1x. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, put that in my command. Each one makes 250. Now we just gotta wait. Get rid of those chunk border walls. Alright, so you can see we kept this. That is a very good reason. That's the one that's going to end up being sacrificed to lava. So he's a 2, he's got a 5. He's now junk. He gets pulled over. 3, 4, 3, 2, 5, 2. He's a 2, 3, 2. Alright. Use the base level. Use the base level. Oh, look at that. Was that the same thing I just did to coal? No. Coal has already gone through 2. Okay. So now, we go over here. This is where we're putting our base level chickens, right? Coal chicken. Over here, we're going to pull all that wood out. Actually, let's do it in the left one. Pull that out. We're just going to start stacking chickens there. You know what? We can't do that. They won't stack on the input. They will stack on the output, though. And I haven't been sieving anything yet, because I'm waiting for him. He will give me my lava block, which will give me my infinite cobblestone, which is what I've been waiting for. Alright. What we may end up having to do at some point is fishing. I don't want to. I don't like to. But sometimes the only way to get the squids to actually start spawning is with a bit of squid bait. Alright, I don't know. Forgot to pull you out, didn't I? So you're gonna go down here. And you're gonna start breeding. Let's see. Look at those little guys. Growing time. Still have 1,000 seconds. He has 851. 84, 32, 66, 7. Alright, soon by here. Almost halfway. So, while that's going on, let's pop up here. So, take a good peek, make sure we're not missing anything up above that's obvious. There we are. So we got here, make another run through, right? Brings us right to our trunk border, right? Alright. Let's run through again. Alright. Our platform is slowly coming along. That's where all of the chickens are going to be staying. Just because it keeps them out of the way, and they take up so much space. They really do. Once you have all of them, it's hard to dedicate a large enough area just to chickens. Alright, so there's our baby logs. 2 more seeds in there. 2, 5, 3, 4, 3. I mean, that has a 5, that's nice. That one's still better than the other stats. Alright. 2, 3, 2. 4, 3, 3. Alright, so the first stat, I don't mind being weaker because he has a 4 there. Alright. That one gets cooked, that one gets cooked. 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. Then we come down here. Those 2. Him. And 2 seeds. Alright. Over to the baby box. And that's our sand and log. There's flint, coal, sand, and log, right? There's coal. Look at that. I've got 14 eggs right now. I should actually be good for a bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come kidnap all these guys. There we are. Clean up my field a bit. Regular chickens and those eggs can just hide down there. Alright, oh, excuse me. Let's check progress out here. Alright. Let's check progress right here. Alright, so we have a lava now. Let's go ahead and get that. Isn't that beautiful? Alright. We have an infinite source of cobblestone now. Alright, so first I'm going to get some straight cobblestone. Actually, let's check this. It's 28. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Right? I need the table, not the box. Go ahead and organize that. Alright. Fences. Look at that. One fence shy. I'm going to need to collect some cobblestone anyway. That's what we're going to do. That way we have a lava block for later. That's the only tricky part right there. You want to get yourself kind of balanced where you stand right at that edge. Don't get stuck inside it. You need to be about right on top of it as close as you can without actually stepping off the single raised slab there. That increases your chances. Originally I built this with, whole blocks instead of slabs, but they would constantly fall into the lava and be destroyed. So I'd lose half my effort. Alright. So that there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Over here. 2, 4. And then 2 sticks. And bam. Alright, let's check. Use the lowest. Use the 2, 3, 3. 3, 3, 4. And 2 seeds. Two seeds. Yeah, he's still breeding. Sand chicken. 2s. 2 seeds there. Alright, now, this is a bone white and a baby at that. Now the trick is, we have a chicken that we really need. This guy right here, bone white and flint. Yes, it takes for freaking ever to breed babies, but you know what? While they're upgrading, bone white and flint are going to start breeding and trying to produce iron. There's bone white, there's flint, and we'll put 20 seeds in there. See if they can start trying to produce. Because iron. Now, one of the keys here is, with very few exceptions, all your resource producing chickens are going to actually produce a step lower than what it is. So iron produces nuggets and not ingots. And that's true for almost every single metal, along with diamonds, emeralds, and most of your gems. It produces pieces that have to be assembled. Now the trick to this is, the ender pearl chicken produces ender shards, which in fact do not assemble into ender pearls. Kind of a pain in the ass right there. Alright, so we have this. What we're going to make next two heavy oak sieves. Now, there is a reason I use a heavy. Carry-on does not work with the sieves. You actually have to break them. What happens if you try and pick a sieve up that has a mesh in it, you pull the mesh out. Right-clicking regular puts the mesh back in. Now, what's going to happen is this flint mesh is going to go right there. This string mesh is going to go back into the single sieve. We're going to come over here. Alright. 465555. 566. Alright. And 2 more chickens to be cooked. If you can't tell, we are going to have a lot of dead chickens. A lot. Alright, now we've got our chicken stick, right? We no longer really need chickens. Let's kill off whatever showed up over here. Alright. I have a rooster. The best thing about the chicken stick is it turns roosters into regular chickens. That's... Where are you going? There, you're dead. There we are. I'm gonna end up having to fish for squid, aren't I? Really don't want to do that. I really don't like fishing. Alright. There's our leather. There's some raw beef. Saplings, apples, chicken manure. Wait. Chicken manure. There we go. And go ahead and put our oak in there. You know what? Let's keep 1 cobblestone and put the rest in there. Let's go ahead and repair our mattock. And let's come over here and drop that chicken in there. Pull up the chicken stick. Now, the reason we went to the compressed sieve is that it is much more efficient to do compressed versus singles. Now, I have learned from experience that you can in fact do single compressed or triple compressed, which means I'm going to be here for a bit. It takes 11 complete stacks plus a partial stack containing 25. Compress it down and you will get 1 triple compressed block. Now, the reason I have the 2 compressed sieves is because that flint screen is going to become a permanent fixture in one. It is in fact the only screen that will give you compressed iron ingots, which are going to be a major resource for a while. Later on, we will be producing them through agriculture. We'll have the compressed iron crop. I get to figure that out. My wife normally handles it. The most I've done is tear up her Inferium seeds for her when she goes to bed. So I've never actually had to do the extended crafting on those. I typically handle the power generation system once the crafting table, the ultimate crafting table, is up. I go about trying to make the creative capacitor, or the creative power cell, which isn't a full creative cell. Everything's been tweaked a little bit, but it does produce 100,000 RF per tick, which, when combined with Flux Networks wireless power, keeps me going for a good while. They're a bit of a pain to make, mainly due to the rarity of dimensional shards. There's no world, so there's nowhere to actually mine them. They don't spawn in the hunting dimension, and they aren't an ore that spawns in Twilight. You can only get them by running Netherrack through a screen in your sieve. It took me, I want to say, about 5 blocks of triple compressed netherrack, broken down into gravel, run through a diamond screen to get enough to make one creative power cell. So even automating the production of netherrack, the whole redstone into a barrel with lava, it takes a minute. So we're going to sit here and we're going to see if we can't get one triple compressed block. That happens occasionally as well. We'll just knock him off. If he manages to stay, which he did, we'll pick him up with the chicken catcher later and just drop him in a box. But for now, he's not hurting anyone there. That will also happen. They will get cooked. A lot of times you'll actually get a cooked chicken out of them. I always found that quite funny. Alright, while we're out, let's run over here and check on all these guys. There's our log chicken with 2 seeds. There's our flint. Sand. And alright, let's see. There's our bone white. I'm skipping ahead of myself. You've produced 2 more baby flint chickens. Look at that. If nothing else, it does give us a slight speed increase. Alright, so let's cook some chickens. Until I've run this gravel through a screen, unfortunately, I am very limited about my methods. I can't quite make an auto-fed furnace yet. Which, honestly, is very unpleasant. Being able to hook a chest up and just auto feed everything into it is nice. Gotta love that, huh? Every now and then you get little just graphics lag like that, where it showed the flint chicken still there and the cold chicken still there despite him being dead. A lot of times if you try to interact with it, everything will catch back up. Alright. Here's Acid Rain. There we go. See how we stop at half a heart? That's where we'll stay. Unfortunately, it's daytime. So there's no going to bed to make it go away. We're stuck with bad weather. Get right up on it like this. Alright, almost. Unfortunately, shift doesn't quite keep you from dropping in. Alright, so it looks like I have room for 6 stacks across my bar. My little toolbar right there. So we need to fill all those up. And then the second time through, we're going to completely fill 5 and only do 25 in the 6th block. That way they'll know we have exactly 1 triple compressed. Here's the fun part. Without taking my hand off my mouse and losing progress, can I open my Sour Patch Kids? Apparently so. Alright, we're going to take another little momentary break here. And we're going to grab some chickens. Now, what I need to go ahead and do is grab this stack right here. And that's 2. Two. Yes, I could adjust the weather, but why? Can't do that in the server unless it's nighttime and you sleep. And this is meant to help people who want to play on the server. So what we're going to do is we need more wheat. Just mow down the wheat. Now we move through and pick up everything we probably missed. Now, I'm going to take this over here. Alright, I'm going to do something a little bit different first. I'm going to do that. Now, the downside is The lightning now produces mobs. So you gotta kind of pay attention to what's going on when it's storming. There's a crafting table, and there's a sign. Yes, this I normally keep on me. I hadn't made one yet. I'm not really sure why. So we'll go here. Now if I remember correctly, it is the K key that will automatically compress any compressible block your mouse is hovering over. Or fill them into, in your inventory, a 2x2, or here, a 3x3. If it has a craftable recipe in that form, it will be crafted. And that will seriously save time. Especially when it comes to compressing all of that we're going to be making. Alright. So I don't have a breeder open, right? I'm going to put him down here. And I'm going to do the same with these two guys. We're going to go right next to him down there. Let's see, where is it? Blue and black. So we're going to start doubling up on these, just to make it kind of go a little bit faster. There's one. There's one. Because we do have a lot of chickens to kill. And right now, they're the only thing we're cooking. Pretty soon we will be automating the production of stone. And for that, or that's because, simple storage networks. Right here, your storage cable, stone slabs, and iron ingots. Your link cables, exports, imports, processing. Here's your storage network master. And there's your storage request table. So for this, unfortunately, we do have to go to the Nether. Now, it can be crafted with just regular nether quartz. You don't have to use the pure nether quartz. Those are the blocks of quartz, how it's chiseled. But that means we'll need nether quartz, which means we will need a nether quartz chicken. It can't be mined. It does not exist naturally in the world, unfortunately. Which is why chickens are so absolutely vital. I'm totally expecting something absolutely horrifying to be spawned on my poor little platform. and just come over here and shoot me while I've only got half a heart. Just because. But it is 10:32, it is sunset. Here we go. I'm going to take a nap. And look at that. Day comes, the rain is gone. Alright. So, let's gather some more of this, shall we? As you can see, we're only getting up to about 6% on the stone slab beneath where our cobblestone is formed. That's why I choose these stone slabs versus any other material, or every now and then, once I have my first lava block and have used it to form the second, I'll make a couple of just throwaway clay pots, put stone slabs on the base below it versus the wood, and make an obsidian block down there, and then build everything around that, so I'm just beating into the obsidian block. It does make it significantly easier when it comes time to pick using the pickaxe, so you don't accidentally mine it up. If you hit them with the hammer, they pop out and run off. You just have to do it while the cobblestone block is not there suffocating them. This takes patience. It's always so nice when they form really fast like that, though. There we are. Get right back up front. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're working on stack number 6 now. There's our first 6 stacks. We're halfway to a single triple compressed. As you can see, the beginning is just grindtastic. I guess that's the best way to put it. And it honestly stays that way. It's not a bad grind, because there is a lot of diversity. The only thing that stays pretty static for the longest time is that initial need to chop down trees and either use the lumber Alright, so we have bone white breeding with flint, and that makes an iron chicken. You know what? Let's turn them backwards. Just as they are in here. It shouldn't make a difference. It really, really shouldn't. But with as many times as it's gone through without producing anything, why not give it a hand? Alright, there was a little pop over here. That's what I heard. Alright. Now you can see why I want to be able to automate the death of all these chickens. Just throwing them away seems wasteful. Alright, 2 more. There's our nice green field. This we still have yet to fill in over here. This is where all of these roosts are going to end up being going. Alright, so what we're going to do right here, we need more pumpkins. We need more seeds. I know I have some in the box. Those are about to get turned into seeds as well. Oh. Alright, so we have 2 10-10s. With the 2 already in there, we put a stack of 60 in. That will produce enough to fill both sides with a 16 stack, which gives us 1 for production. Same thing, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Just like that. Alright, so there's that one. Use the 10, 10, 9. Alright, and same deal here. stacking them up will increase the speed at which they breed. So we can come over here and drop these babies in. Look at that. So our flint chicken and our bone white chickens right there. That's our iron chicken. That's what we wanted. Those are the regular babies. So we gotta move away from that or we'll be stuck there for a while. We gotta kill all these little guys. What we need to start working on also is our satchel. Tin. That lets us know tin is crucial in so many different things. It's also what we'll be needing for item duct, because we can output our roosts into the item duct for the chickens that need to have their product assembled into something. Like you'll see with the iron chicken, I will actually breed a total of 5 stacks of them. 1 stack will go into, of course, the breeding barrel for all of its various crossbreedings. 3 stacks will all be hooked up together and fed into an analog crafter, which will then be told to assemble all those little nuggets into ingots. And then the ingot output will be fed eventually into what our actual storage network once we have one. Until then, it'll just kind of sit there and I'll have to manually pick them up when I want them. 433. Alright. Here's a 332, here's a 423, and a 433. That just seems the better deal there. Alright. Sand. Alright. There's our bone white. He's halfway done. Flint is almost done. There's more pumpkins. Here's my 2 flint chicken. There's the very first of the 10-10-10s. And he will go in there. He needs a roost. Actually, we're going to go ahead and move these 2. Yeah, we're going to have those 2 side by side, right? Right. There's our yellow. And there's our cactus green. Alright. That's more flint than I will need for a while. Now you're just going to stay in there. And that's why. Alright. So we come over here, let's look at the flint chicken. Let's see what he breeds. He breeds coal. Gunpowder's nice, we don't really need that right yet. Iron we have. Aluminum we can use, but iron needs to breed up first. And sulfur. Alright, so let's look at bone white. What can you make? I don't have the ink black yet. I won't have the blue for a little bit. Let's see, cactus green, bone white and iron makes silver. Clay chicken's gonna take a while. He's who we want. Alright, so logs. What do I get out of you? Red and yellow make orange. Orange makes goodies. Rubber. Him, he's important. That's our red chicken. That's why he had the priority of the 3 colors I was able to make. Alright, so it looks like we're going to take sand and flint. Hey, what do you know? Those 2 down there. We'll take their production copies for right now. Alright. These are also... These go back into the box. I meant to say these are also dead chickens. The extra ones I pulled. These will go sit down here. There's coal. I honestly left them in there a bit longer than I truly intended to. I just wanted to make sure I had enough so when it came time to start upgrading screens, I would have plenty. Well, no, I'm actually going to go through most of that just upgrading screens. Alright, so go over here. There's a regular chicken. Now, let's kill all these chickens real quick. Alright. We'll come over here. Let's check on these. There's our bone whites right there, right? There's a production and a breed. Six 4 8 7 5. There's 2. All right. All right. So for here, I'm going to go ahead and take a momentary break. It's been a couple hours. And I will be back shortly. Have fun.